Second clan war of the Penguin Sky Cup, the first real Asian clan war competition that we have. Yesterday, we saw the first upset of the tournament. That was LF Happy, among others, defeating Newbie, the big favorites in this league. And today, we have the matchup of LP Club versus Winners. Romantic versus Who is our first match in the best of 2. Then we have the 2-on-2 between Focus and Romantic versus Sok and Chimiko. Colorful facing Sok, and yet another best of 2 later. And the last game, the best of 3, where you can get 2 points and the opposing player gets nothing, is Focus versus Chimiko. But as I said, we start with the human versus orc. It's new school versus old school. It is China versus Korea. And it is... Come on, load. Load! There we go. Romantic versus Who. The human is certainly the favorite here in this matchup. Something is wrong with my sound. There we go. Romantic is certainly the favorite here. He's just on fire. Winning so many weekly cups recently. It's quite insane. After a year of absence from the scene, how he got back and how powerful he is. And wait a second, where's my production tab? There we go. We have Romantic in the red on the left-hand side as the human for LP Club, and his opponent is Who, the former ESWC winner, in the blue for Orc. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen, we got a production tab. Isn't that nice? At the moment, it's displaying units and buildings. We're gonna get upgrades in there as well. So yeah, that's the latest addition to the Back to Warcraft broadcasting tool, and I hope you guys like it. Thank you, Mouse for the sub. 29 month for you as well. Damn, pretty cool. So it is Archmage versus Farseer. This looks pretty normal. Is the sound low for you as well? For me, it's super low. Maybe I have to adjust it later. Versus Farseer. We see more and more Farseer, and it's kind of cool to go away from the Blade Master for this early harass to prevent level 3 as long as possible with the wolves going into the base, trying to slaughter some peasants, and especially here on Northern Isles, where you can find the lightning shield. Damn, sounds so low. Is it just on my end? Yeah, it is. Okay, now I fixed my sound. Sorry about that. When the first donation of the day coming in as well, while Romantic is creeping. Who was that? Coltane1337, 10 euros. Awesome job you do. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for the support. We do have a level 2 here and the Wand of Mana Stealing. I really like that item in the early game against the wolves because you can't prevent one set of wolves, but here is the harass, and it's looking quite good for Who so far. There's the first kill. There's gonna be the second kill with the lightning bolts coming in. Boom! That's 50 experience right away. 1/4 to level 2, and the wolves are still chasing. 3 losses for Romantic. Oh no, he resummons, and with that, Romantic is saving that one, but still.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good engagement. Archmage is level 2, used the first set of Wand of Mana Stealing. In the meantime, Who was of course going for the tech already at 50%. When he came back, he loved to play Wyvern over and over and over again. Failed more often than not, and the humans went away to start with Rifleman. Farseer doesn't get this one. But yeah, I can totally see Wyvern here, while the wolves are still not getting this. But Romantic, greedy as fuck, not going for a tower. Pretty crazy. Thank you, Mikes23232323 for the Prime sub. Wand of Mana Stealing again. This is 100 extra mana for this Archmage, who's at full mana. He's so conservative with the water elementals. And thank you, Mithrandir, for the 4-month resub. Damn, this is crazy today. This train is becoming longer and longer. Now we finally go for the Arcane Tower. This is a very fast tech for the human, I guess. Nothing in production right now except the upgrades. This will be added soon into the production tab, but at the moment, as I said, it's just buildings and units. So what Who did good is here, keeping the Archmage away from the base, but Romantic is still finding a good timing as tier 2 is done. We're gonna get the TC for Stomp. We have double Beastery in production, and this screams Wyvern. They're contesting the Flesh Eater, and again, Romantic is getting the last hit and the item, which is a second set of cloaks.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he's creeping in the meantime. I think he can't prevent level 3 for much longer. And then he's gonna have the level 2 water elementals, and these buildings are still up for grabs. After a good engagement very early on, Who is definitely struggling here. We do not have the level 3. Oh, that's bad. 3 XP missing. But the Footman army seems to be strong enough. With one more wolf kill, he would have the level 2. And since he was so careful with his mana, he could summon 2 new watermen. This big stomp coming in. This is gonna be dicey. Can he cancel it? Is the damage enough? Doesn't seem like it. Archmage comes in. Oh no! He can't cancel it. There was no repair. So he's losing the entire beastery. And I think his game plan is down the drain. Yes, Romantic is losing a couple of units here, but that's about it. Like, if he wanted to go for Mass Wyvern, that's impossible. That's shut down. And yeah, he's changing up the tactics immediately. He's going for Raiders and for the Torrent Totem. So Raider Walker against the Mountain King. We do have a Blacksmith here already for Rifleman eventually. But yeah, Archmage dropping a Sentry Ward. That's great. He is level 3 now. He got the big water elementals, and this totem's getting cancelled again. He's just containing him on his 8th of the map, I guess. And Who can't get out? He's not relieving the pressure in any way. I mean, the TC helped for a little, but he's thrown back so much. And with this level 2 water elemental, can get the burrow pretty easily. Who is not supply stuck? This was already the 4th burrow, so that's kind of fine. But with his pressure, he prevented a level 3 FS, he prevented level 2 TC, he prevented the Mass Wyvern, and this spell is going to be extremely late. Waking up the creeps, denies more experience like that, but okay. Finally, Who was able to break out, the former MTW player. And he's getting something. Chain Lightning is online. Ooh, Romantic trying to deny there. I think it worked even. We do have a level 2 TC as well with the Wormel and another attempt for the Totem. He's so short on lumber. It's really a pain to see. Pretty much a third world country here with such a slow development. So Archmage is creeping up alongside the Mountain King, of course, who's tanking here. 12 attack plus 9 is a nice addition as well. Apart from that, there's no consumables here. He got the TP on the Mountain King, expecting a big focus on that second hero. And this will most likely come. Pretty sure about that. But how successful is it going to be? I don't know.
Player's forces are under attack.
Romantic is taking a step back, slowing things down for his casters. It's only rifle casters, it's not double sanctum. And we see a heavy focus on the rifleman. No Sork yet, only one priest yet. But he needs that time for the Mountain King to shine later on. But there's also some time for Who. And if we learned something in the past couple of weeks, then Orc hero levels are so important in this matchup. Like, you need this big AoE to deal with the rifles, to disable the rifles, to have something. You also need the spell against eventual slow. We get upgrades for the Orc as well. Close to level 4 Archmage already, man. This Mountain King will drown in mana. Do we have Clap or Bash? Okay, it is Clap. Which makes a lot of sense against mass ground.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, we do have a close to level 3 TC and a close to level 3 Fastia, but this is who pushing without the necessary levels to do something. I mean, you don't want this Mountain King to spiral out of control, but you're not ready to fight with these levels. It's 46 supply, you're a little behind. You don't even have a single walker, and you spend so much time and resources for that totem play. We do have Militia out immediately, nice stun, and Chain Lightning combo, but both level 1, doesn't do too much. TP forced. Can he get the Raider with the Stormbolt? Doesn't want to use it, doesn't have the mana, and so the Raider survives. It was a sweet little run by, but again, he didn't get the levels. Thank you, Knorr, for the big host. Can't wait for us to cast together next week.
The player's forces are under attack.
So, this is the double level 3. This is the big consumable. There is a TP that was quite costly. Oh, and the Mountain King got the flute. This is big. Also got the first set of invul potions. That's great. Oh, Stormbolt on an illusion. Alright, romantic. That was a little unnecessary. We got the first attack upgrade rather late in the game. And this feels like the strongest two in a while. Is it Chain Lightning? Yeah, looks like it. The Lightning Shield as well can be used against it. And I love that Hu is going for reinforced defenses. Otherwise his main would be so attackable and so vulnerable. But with that upgrade, that does cost some time, but he doesn't want to break 50 supply anyway, so I like that. He wants this TC out so fast. He has to swap the invul, but there's no space! Oh, the town portal! Oh, what a gift! And now there's no space again. Stormbolt hits the Raider, not the TC. He's trying to run away with the speed scroll. What a mistake! 350 gold for free and the Raider as well. Oh. Yeah, this definitely shows that this is not the who won ESWC 10 years ago. Or even longer, I guess. Trying to take out the blacksmith to stop the upgrades. That's looking okay. Who does have pillage now as well, and the blacksmith is falling. Well, if only he had a TP, doesn't even have a speed scroll. This could be an utter disaster for Hu, even if he got that tech building. But it is 2 raiders in the end. Romantic not taking any losses in the army department though. But we're switching gears. We got the second beastery, as you can see. And we're going Mass Wyvern now.
Forces are under attack.
To get more damage in, but at this point we already have so many rifles with that 1-0 and the true shot and this archmage and the water elementals. He can't go into a straight up fight, right? Nice block by Hu, that's sweet. He can't go into a straight up fight, so I guess this is harassing Wyvern to dodge the army as long as possible. But what's he doing? They're just parked in the main. Romantic at 1,000 gold. Needs some lumber. Getting reinforced recently, and he's so ready for the Wyvern coming in. Getting 2 guard towers. That is a little bit expensive. He had to rebuild the blacksmith, but in the end, he should be fine. We're both at 50-50. We're both at 1,000 gold. Trying to create some space with that stomp. He's pretty rich in mana. Do we have any big level ups here? Not really. But great inventory on the Mountain King. Being more tanky, having more mana, being faster, and that gifted TP. How rare is it that one player is running around with 2 TPs? And a second pendant? Are you kidding me? 570 mana points. That's absurd. But we have 4 Wyvern. 1 attack upgrade on them as well. Plus the Kodo. Oh, this is a nasty creep check. Oh my god, this is gonna be a nasty creep check. There is no TP on whose side. He's getting that red thing. Oh no! The Katka's pipe! That would have been a dream for the Orc army, but he's just stealing it. Romantic took it with an invul Mountain King. TC is already low. Chain Lightning is coming in. Mountain King is leveling up as well. These claps will hurt a bunch, and the TC is falling. Romantic is in full control of this fight. There's more Wyvern coming in, but they're flying right above the Rifleman. And what a gift this is again!
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, with big mistakes. GG. That looked okay for a bit. And then massive mistakes. This is not allowed to happen. Like, yeah, we know that you're not in the best shape, but with all your experience, this is not allowed. This is not allowed. I like the idea of switching to Wyvern, but Romantic was just too fast with the transition. I don't approve, really. He had some moments in this game. But in the end, it feels like Romantic was the veteran here. He was never under pressure. Or at least it felt like he was never under pressure. Rough start, but what was I about to say? It wasn't as one-sided as we thought until Who started to make these mistakes. There were openings, now it's Who's map choice, it's gonna be Echo Isles. And it is already, it would be a pretty big success for winners, I guess, if Who takes 1 map alone. And yeah, as I said, we've seen so many Wyvern builds by Who, but I think he's not going with the meta. We've seen so many Riflemen in the human army for months now, and then going for Wyvern this late just feels weird and wrong. But alright, we'll see. If this continues, we go into map number 2. It's 1-0 for LP Club already. That was to be expected. Here we have our players again with Romantic starting on the upper left-hand side in the red for LP Club. Taking the lead here, Romantic, it's kind of arguable, I guess, who is the star player really of LP Club. It's between Romantic and Focus for sure. They both have great value, great potential. Kind of the same situation for winners, right? Who have Sok and Chimiko. Depends on the shape of the day, I guess, or certain matchups. For example, in a Human Mirror, I would constantly seed Sok and not Chimiko. Or if it fits against an opponent where more pressure can be added, I would add Sok as well. So yeah, you can try to outseed your opponent even if your 2-star players are human. So we have an Archmage again, even on Echo Isles, not going Mountain King first, and it is a Farseer too. Old school, suits Who. His harass was okay, especially his initial one with the 2 kills right away. And the base-to-base distance here is a little shorter than on Northern Isles. So I can totally see him do that again. But of course Romantic will be ready. I wonder if this is an expansion. But knowing Romantic, it's most likely just gonna be a trade of economy. And the question kind of is the most important question, or the most telling question is, when is the Arcane Tower coming? How nervous is he about this harass? How threatened does he feel by this harass?
Players' forces are under attack.
So creeping starts, claws of attack, great item, especially against the wolves who are so squishy, and having this 6 extra damage doesn't sound much, but it feels a lot more. So this is exactly what I meant, like, he's getting the item and he's rushing over pretty much as a counterplay to the counterplay of the orc who wants to hold you back, who wants to be in your face in your economy, but if he's threatened to have water elementals and footmen in his base, he has to deal with that.
A player's force.
So I like how the humans reacted to this orc play in the past couple of weeks. Cool to see 1,000 viewers even though TI is on. That makes me happy. So the burrow finishes. This is the most important thing to get the second hero out, whose tech is a lot faster actually. What is Romantic doing? He built a tower but didn't upgrade it, so it's not too many resources. Now 3 minutes 20. That's a lot faster for who? But alright, 0 experience on the Fascia. Good block again. Second good block already, so he didn't forget how to make some flashy plays in Warcraft. Blacksmith, of course. So is it going to be the double beast replay again? He's only now going for a shop. It's one of the latest orc shops I've seen this entire year. Romantic still trying to find an entrance to whose base. Has boots now as well to get in and out a little quicker. Prevents this creeping here. Still 0 experience on this Fascia. This sounds ridiculous. Also very low on grunts, right? Beastry 1, Beastry 2, TC seconds, Wyvern again. At least for now. So we get the first chunk of experience. Archmage is level 2, which is like the minimum for this aura. And for now, there's no attack on the buildings, and this is exactly what Who needs. Of course, Romantic knows that Wyvern is coming and can react in time. The Blacksmith was already coming, so a bunch of riflemen will be there.
Town is under siege.
But does it force him into towers? He doesn't even have a lumber mill yet. Oh, but now it's so close again. This one water elemental expires. The beastry is almost finished. But okay, he leaves it alone for now as the TC is in with Stomp again.
Forces are under attack.
So DPS is dropping to 0 for a couple of seconds. But this Fascia is in trouble. There's boots on this Archmage. This is a TP forced. Can he get in range for this healing? Oh no, if he only sidesteps there. Romantic cancels the healing. TC comes in with the Stomp. He got wolves out as well. Who's forcing the TP? The water elemental is coming in. One more hit and this Fascia is dead. Uses yet another clarity. Block comes in from Who on this grunt. Fascia is safe for now as it seems, but is the TC? Is the Archmage?
Forces are under attack.
Fascia can go back in. But he plays it safe. He has a Oh no, it's a grunt. Sorry, I thought it was the first Wyvern out already. It could have been dangerous for this Archmage. So what do we have in Romantic's base? A lot of hurt footmen, Mountain King, and Arcane Sanctum. Pretty much the standard. We're still going for... Oh, we're still going for Wyvern, but guess what? He forgot the burrow. So Mass Wyvern doesn't work. And he's not harassing with this. He can power creep with it. That's like the second good upside of Wyvern. Even though, of course, in the straight up combat, they will suck later. But their damage is really, really good to get these heroes up. And he kind of needs that. He needs the 3-3. So 12 o'clock goes to Romantic, who gets the big mana potion. Man, is he blessed with his items. Shop goes to Who, but he's gonna get punished for that. Not too much anti-air yet in this army, but the Farseer is squishy. We have a lightning shield that could be good. Storm, not using it yet. And it's just pure right clicks on this Farseer. If he's not careful enough, the Stormbolt is gonna kill him. Gotta dodge there, but it's close combat. Wasn't that easy. Weird fight. We do have the Torrent Totem transition. Of course, you know it already since you have the production tab. Go Workshop. Against Orc.
Forces are under attack.
I mean, gyros are nice and all. Mortars don't really do anything against this army. But okay, we don't have a guard tower. We have an arcane. But that's about it. Just a little bit of harass. The Wyvern not coming in, pushing down this tower with one more volley. There we go. Free reign for the wolves for now. And we have it. He seriously goes gyros. That's buying some space, for sure. It's not just only one scouting gyro, he's really going gyros.
A player's forces are under attack.
They're super fast. They don't do that much damage, but you can mass them if you want, and you can produce them super quick. What's the level saying? Just 2-2. Yeah, the problem is if you don't mass the flying machines, the Wyvern take them out. And we have a rated transition. And what can you really do with this workshop afterwards? Mortar teams? No way.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't know. This feels a little trolly. King, once again, great tank, good speed, good mana. And for now, this is kind of settled. Upgrades coming, flag cannons done, tower rebuild. But this gave Who a lot of time for the transition into raiders. So now we do have the levels. On the other side, oh my god, romantic. The third pendant of energy in the second game. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Very strong TC. Very tanky TC. That will help with the stomp, but double invul on these heroes. I like that a lot. So Militia moving out, Romantic is pushing. Getting a grunt for free, I guess. So we do have Wyvern with Spirit Link, and that helps them to survive, especially against the mass of rifles, which we don't really have. But of course, this also helps against the flying machines, who he takes out quite quickly, I'd say. The Kodo Beast has eaten the Water Elemental. Oh, nice stomp by Who. He could actually take that game. He's getting quite some kills. The TC has a heal scroll, but it's being focused. Needs that scroll in a bit. Uses it. Oh, he has a second one on this Farsi. And in the meantime, the Wyvern are snipering the backline. Can't really get the damage onto the rifles or the cats. He's not taking them out in the... Oh, second heal scroll is coming in for that TC who has a potion. Is he aiming for this Archmage? No, not really. He's just taking out two of the riflemen for a couple of seconds. Potion used. TC still in trouble. Can he return the favor on this Mountain King? There's an end snare. Potion swapped. And so this MK is safe. What about the TC? There's still one more Stormbolt. And who knows that this TP will fall soon. Invo Potion on the Archmage to save him. TP out. Chain Lightning is not enough. And Romantic gets out of that fight. But still a massive supply lead for the Korean. He still goes gyros. I really don't understand. I would love to see like 10 more riflemen instead of this.
Forces are under attack.
All right. Level 4 Farseer, strong one, getting all the solo experience now. Closing in on the level 3. Chain Lightning. Talisman of Evasion, actually not too bad against this many units. Mountain King's still a freaking beast. Archmage is naked though. That could be the weakness of this army. There's no TP in general, there's only one Invo Potion, but the TC is still not back. Gyrocopters taking out, but also one of the Wyvern. Of course, there's no heal wave. The Farseer is super squishy. Catches the Stormbolt. Right click of the entire human army. Gets in front for the body block. If this FS falls, I think Who is dead, but he gets him out. 2 Wyvern falling in the meantime. And the Mountain King is getting close to 4. Clap is not really an issue in this fight. It's always Stormbolt. But this fight was easily won by Romantic. Stormbolt. Oh, he wants this Kodo Beast. Farseer is cut off from his army. And this Kodo falls as well. Nothing in the stomach, so it's not that bad. But double level 4 on the human side. Fighting without a TC is pretty much impossible. Where is he actually? Only 1/3! He forgot about him! Or cancelled him and wanted to go to the tavern. He has 1,000 gold. You can easily get him from the tavern. I guess this is the major mistake by Who.
The town is under siege.
Wolves poking into the base again, but there's not too much he can do at this point. 2 more upgrades coming. Raiders trying to catch some reinforcements, and Who seems so indecisive. Hanging around the tavern, thinking about a tavern revive, then not doing anything. Also, these Raiders, man, they could have been sniped fairly easy.
A player's forces are under attack.
These gyros now, of course, useless. I mean, for whatever reason, he's throwing in more Wyvern now. I think they're countered already. Running away without a speed scroll, without any disable or heal from a human army with the Mountain King with so much mana. He consumed the bigger mana. Oh, trying for a surround, but oh, again, this Farseer is definitely not tanky enough for this. Okay, the end snares are helping. Bad Riders now to take out the flying machines. That's of course an easy counter. But in general, this army is pretty much laughable. Bad Riders coming. Gyros don't see them, but double kill immediately. Can they survive until the bats are here? It's gonna be a quad kill pretty soon, but they're worth nothing if all the Wyvern fall. The TC is again under heavy pressure. Wyvern all dead. TC will not survive. And that is a guaranteed 2-0 for Romantic. Calls the GG. The favorite prevails and the Chinese gets the 2-0 win. That means 2 points. That was fairly one-sided, but I do think that this would be... This is the last game that was so one-sided. But yeah, it's the expected win. The expected 2-0 for LP Club. We're going into the 2-on-2 where we have the interesting combination of Sock and Focus versus Chimiko and Sock. Sock and Focus. Romantic and Focus versus Chimiko and Sock. Will they play human? It's going to be interesting. We go into a little break and then 2-on-2 time. Can winners fight back to honor their name, or will LP Club run away with it with a 4-0? We'll see. See you in a bit. So, match number 2 between winners and LP Club. Romantic defeated Who 2-0. Now we go into the 2v2. Starting on Twisted Meadows, we have winners in the blue on the bottom side of Twisted, and we have LP Club in the red in the northern side of Twisted. Winners represented by Sock playing Undead. This is something I've never seen before. But alright, Chimiko sticking to the humans. And in general, like, this human-undead combo was really rare to see. We had Yumiko and Chimiko. And that's pretty much about it, right? Kind of interesting to see. We have a late Alta. Maybe fed a little. And a Fiend build auto by Sock with a late hero as well. So both Koreans with late heroes. Could still be powerful though. Romantic for LP Club in the upper right with an Archmage first, going for the laboratory, okay. And Focus could do the same. With the Blade Master here, he's spawning in the best possible location in the upper left. And he can trap the Rock Golem here. Thank you, Christmax, for the 2-month resub. Love you, Yanis. Thank you very much, man. That is really sweet of you. And M159852 with the Prime sub as well. Love, 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 love. So, there we go. Trapping the Rock Golem. Easy to creep with that. He's throwing the boulder. The Orc Burrow is helping. Thank you, 7G, for the sub as well. 5 months already. So, don't deny it. Don't deny it. He doesn't. Scourge Bone Chimes. Oh boy, is that the perfect outcome or what? This is so amazing, especially in 2v2. It's a Pit Lord first? Well, I guess it can be coiled then. And Howl of Terror should be really good. We have a DK here, of course, as well. Interesting.
Player's forces are under attack.
Chimiko and Sock both were big fans of the Cleave. Cleave should also be really good. If there's a big front line, which there will be. Of course, it's 2-on-2. There's gonna be a lot of units. But what can the Pit Lord do in the early? Like, that's the big weakness here, isn't it? He can prevent some damage with Howl? Or is he harassing with Rain of Fire? I cannot imagine that. DK sees the Vampire and is like, oh goddamn, really? Really? There's so much pressure early on from Focus. I wonder how Focus and Romantic are communicating, because... Oh, almost walking to us around. Because Romantic's, like, both of their English is not really good. Focus's Chinese is also pretty rare, I'd say. So yeah, maybe just by intuition. Tech is running, 60% done. Romantic a little later, which should be okay. We got the Rune Braces as well, so not even nuking this Archmage is easy. Fiend needs a coil, kind of desperately, both of them. And this Blade Master's just full HP thanks to the Scourge Bone Chimes. Really lucky find right there. Pit Lord can't really stack up. He's still at the beginning of level 2. Blade Master couldn't get the kills, but the tech of Sock is so late as well. Almost a decent surround, but cool by LP Club to keep tabs on this Pit Lord and just focusing him. Hall of Terror against the creeps, level 2.3. Archmage is coming in at 50% damage. Blade Master as well. The Pit Lord is pretty trapped right there. Can he come out of the shadows? No! Windwalk expires, Coil comes in, TP out though, and this big ogre is going to LP Club. There was one grunt dying, but this massive melee force. This massive melee force. Wait, did he steal that? No, he didn't. I was looking at the chat for a second, sorry about that. So, tech halfway done for Chimiko, Blacksmith coming, Pitlord still on level 2.5. Lots of Necromancy, tech is running here as well. Focus with the fastest tech possible, Beastery and Totem. Plus the Shadow Hunter for healing. So can Sock steal this? Doesn't even want to. He tried with the skeletons, but not in time for that. That gives critical strike to the Blade Master, of course, increasing his damage by a lot. And Focus and Romantic both just relentless. They will not allow this Pit Lord to level. Crit! Coil, but only level 1. He has not even the aura. Speed Scroll trying to chase. Everything is super hurt for Chimiko. Pit Lord got level 3. Alright, he has the Crystal Ball as well, but has to pass the TP to prevent the kill on this Pit Lord for now. No Boots of Speed nowhere. Also no Windwalk. This Pit Lord is safe, but is the rest of this army? There's no Coil. And there's also no TP. Like, this could be 2 kills right away. Sock's doing a good job blocking with his DK. But okay, 1 Fiend is the sacrifice for everything else. This will die. Wait, what's this Rain of Fire? Sock is just donating these Fiends. And everything is so low. Oh my god. Level 3. And this is a sniping Archmage right now. Blood Mage second. Good idea, of course, to distribute mana a little better. How does he want to hold this? Sock is not in position to help at all. Oh, this Blood Mage positioning also not too good. The shop is gone, no breakers. Just a bunch of priests. He has to banish himself first to keep himself alive. And he's gonna die like in seconds. The second banish not coming up. Ow. It's really painful. But okay, Sock is coming in for... I don't know, do I want to call it the rescue? It shows the confidence of LP Club. How they take out the mercenary camp right in front of Chimiko's base. They're being intercepted, but of course this Rock Golem can't be stolen. Wind of Mana stealing, also a great item. Can the Pit Lord really scale heavily into the late? Or are they too far low? I feel like LP Club can easily take an expansion right now. Lots of priests for Romantic, plus the rifles on the other side. No tier 3, but Grunts Raider Walker with an update as well. Okay, going into an engagement. Shadow Hunter is super low. Has not even an invul. Like, he could snipe that one with the Coil Nova. Now he realizes that not connecting with the Nova. Was it on cooldown? I don't think so. No, he didn't use that yet. Maybe it's Frost Armor first, but that would be weird in a 2-on-2. I feel like this was a big chance for winners.
A player's forces are under attack.
More damage on the blade, more levels on both of them, 3 and 2. Heal wave should be ready. Tier 3 for Sock is only at 1/3. Breakers now as he rebuilt the shop. Pit Lord, yes, of course, he's great and all. Especially late game. Ah, I was about to say, but he doesn't have the items. Now he does. With a trifecta and some more levels.
Forces are under attack.
Almost a creep check again. This DK is still level 1. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, this crit. Where's the TP? Last second. I feel like it's a little unnecessary. Getting Run Raider for his efforts. Pitlord is of course a big tank and a big damage dealer, but against this combined attack of 100 supply, yes, Howl of Terror will help, but this DK is so out of the fight. Even bringing the ghouls in now. DK is back to 50% pretty much. This Stomp was good. The Pitlord is surrounded by the entire army. Gotta be a TP. Feels like a little last-ditch effort. Another coil, but only level 1 again. Still not level 2, man. This aura is lacking everywhere. But maybe we do have the carry Pitlord, putting in good damage into the front line. But LP is, oh, nice coil, but might be a little too late right there. There's no potion. He's sitting right next to the shot bandage. Helps some potion use. That was exactly the second that he needed. Coil comes in again, but the Pitlord falls eventually. Heavy focus on the carry of winners. And that doesn't work. Like, you cannot... Oh, the Blood Mage falls as well. Oh, boy. You cannot give up levels on the DK. This is a crucial mistake. And they're pushing forward into the undead base, which is usually a big no-go, but here it's totally fine. It's 1-0 for LP Club, who's still undefeated in this clan war. Yay. That didn't work out at all. Like, from the first creep spot, LP was up. They got both laboratories uncontested. Progress on the Pitlord was there, but not crazy good. Like, not as good as he needed to be. And this DK just completely falling apart. He constantly had to be close to the Pitlord so he doesn't get nuked. And then he couldn't creep. And when he wanted to creep, there was LP with combined attacks. It's a nice idea. And I feel it can work. But I also feel that the Pitlord is just too slow in the early. Yeah, that didn't go as planned. Maybe they can strike back. They finally need They finally need a map, at least. I mean, in these best of threes, it doesn't really matter if you win 2-1 or 1-2, but having a little confidence boost before the big one-on-ones are coming of Sock versus Colorful and Chimiko versus Focus. Chimiko versus Focus. Romantic always taking a little time. Of course, they have to stick to the undead human combo. I wonder how much they played and how much they practiced because of it. But yeah, 1-0 for LP Club in the 2-2s. We're gonna see another 2-2 later. By Oceanus versus Team Bulgaria. W3IL Playday 1, Season 2. And if you want to help W3IL to fund or to raise the prize pool for W3IL, you can type !W3IL. There's a new Matcherino page for Season 2, because that league will provide us with great content for the next 3 months. And at the moment, it's a prize pool of 500, and I think we can do better. We as a community, as a whole, we can do better. So, match number 2 in this clan war. Will it be a 4-0? That would be disastrous. From the standard map, Twisted Meadows, we go on to good old Turtle Rock. Colors are not the greatest, but LP Club is in the red. In the upper part of Turtle Rock and in the bottom we have Chimiko, who again is going for a Tavern hero build. Thank you, Atticus363, for the sub. So it's pretty much the same standard, the same strategy again, right? With the Pit Lord here, I mean, I can totally see him go super crazy on Twisted with having some time and space to grind and farm. But here on Turtle Rock, I don't think he will have the time, so I wouldn't like the Pit Lord choice here on this map, honestly. Also, yes, if you're lucky, you can get crazy items. But you want that for the Lich as well. That's a little bit of a downside here. You can definitely pimp a hero. But one of them will fall flat. Either Lich or Pit Lord. Ideally, you want both pretty big. It's a Blade Master again for focus. Not going the European standard of Farseer first. And standard Archmage. For Sock. Must be a DK. I mean, it's just too good. And Shimiko is parking at the Tavern again. Could be a Firelord tower push or something, but I don't think I saw a Warmill there. We saw Yumiko and WFZ with a lot of Blood Mage first, which I like. That I liked a lot. So, what do you give us? Pit Lord again. Pit Lord again. He's gonna be under constant pressure again. And he needs to get these camps to get the inventory necessary for the cleave to be working. And focus. I don't know if he saw that. Okay, now he sees it. Confirmed by Romantic that it is a Pit Lord again. He has all the time in the world. And that's one of the fastest ward creeps in a 2-2 I've ever seen on Turtle Rock. I can't pick up the item. The creeps are standing on top of it. He can't click it. So he has to invest another Windwalk for the Ring of Regeneration, which is the perfect item here, by the way. Militia being used. Okay, that's interesting to start with this creep. Militia and skeletons and the heroes. A worker dies. Maybe another one. Saves it. But alright, what did he get? Pendant of Energy must go to the DK. He shared experience as well, so no level 2 was reached, and Romantic's like, okay, I can do that too, man. It's no problem for me. We got a good bunch of map control already, thanks to this ward, which will be there until the end of the game. We were harassing you, you got a couple of losses, so let us just do whatever we want. And this is working nicely. Again, no aura. There's the level up. And it's a super fast level 3. Blade Master's coming in for the steal here. If he steals the ward... Okay, he reveals himself. Everything in order. But Romantic is just pushing. And of course it goes into Chimiko's base. He can disrupt a lot there. A lot of dust. Man, he bought a lot of dust.
A player's forces are under attack.
So he needs a coil. Oh, not even. Talisman of Evasion makes the Pit Lord really tanky. But yeah, there's Romantic in the base of Chimiko. Footmen are hurt. Forces a TP. Trying to get this Archmage, but the tower is gone. More workers are dying. That's the second one. Pretty much no damage on these Footmen with -3. And I feel like this Pit Lord is trapped as well. Cleave is good and all, but this Pit Lord is dying. This Volt is not finishing. Archmage just with all patience in the world, killing him, and of course he's saving these units as well. There's no range attack. Oh my god. It's a disaster again. You need a great start, but you're up against an expansion. And that's what I said, like the Pit Lord start is so slow. You can't support it with the fast tech of the Orc. There's no way they can punish this expansion. It's the other way around, like Chimiko is still suffering from this attack and continues to suffer. Blade Master easily walks into this base. It's the best breakfast of all time for Arashi Cage right here. And what is Romantic investing? Like 2 footmen? Oh, so many kills. I think the Blade Master, like, he crept this Magi, right? And that's about it.
Forces are under attack.
Fiends are hurt. Pitlord is back. Puts in the deeps, but with an empty inventory. Pitlord is pretty much useless. Is the Blade Master stuck, by the way? Or is he just having a lot of fun? Oh no. The Shadow Hunter is coming in. Of course he is. Will he just die again? Hex. Right clicks. No item. Okay, can't reach. That's nice. There is a shop. Oh! Blade Master has one more Windwalk. He's actually trapped. Apparently. His shop still didn't finish. Was he just walking out after I said he's trapped? Pitlord falls for the second time. On level 2, this will take forever and... yeah. 15 supply! There's no army. The Shadow Hunter is healing him up. He's not even dying.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's just brutal. Dominance. Nothing but dominance by LP Club. And they have an expansion. They're babysitting Chimiko's base when Romantic has an expo up.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
How can they contain them so bad? Oh, Blade Master falls finally. Yeah, that had to happen at one point. But he's losing 2 fiends for that, so the trade is even... like, it's a good trade.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shadow Hunter level 2.5 already. Pitlord getting level 3. Okay, it's still empty. And Romantic is just looking for trouble. Everywhere. He's this pesky little kid who's bullying everyone. Class plus 12. Oh, the Pitlord is just dreaming about those items.
Under attack.
55 supply for Romantic, heals everything back up. DK is level 3, Pitlord is level 3, Lich is out, but he can't think of a tier 3 tech, he has no army. Chimiko's at 30 supply, getting the second Sanctum up. Now the first Sanctum only now. That's some crazy ass mana, man. What's up with these mana items today? Okay, this could be a big creep check. Romantic is going for the north. Winners was close, but okay, it's focusing on the consumable. So they get both red spots. Mountain King, what is it? Warsong Battle Drums, of course! 10% damage on everything in a 2-on-2 is just crazy. That's so much. And despite the expansion, Romantic isn't even that much later with his tech units. Focus is pushing forward. Plus 18 damage, Blade Master. Well, the battle drums are not stacking anymore, so actually it's not that good of an item.
A town is under siege.
Upgrades for Focus as well, who doesn't want to break upkeep. Even though they have the financial backing. Is he a pillage? Nope, of course not. But winners are fighting. The question is, for how much longer? The 66 supply human terror force walking your base. There's no AoE in this orc army, so maybe that helps. If Winners is losing this 2-2, by the way, they have to win every single map from here on out. It's pretty much first to 5. Kodo gets saved. Chimiko with the tower. Nice. Like that. And yeah, LP Club is in no position to force anything. Like, why should they? They took out so much of this map. They have this expo up. They're distracting here. This is an easy cancel. Focus can, of course, afford it. They're attacking 2 tier 3. All the trump cards in his hand. We even have double barracks. Get 6 supply for food. Statue and Fiend for breakfast. And I feel like Romantic wants to close this out now. 2-1 upgrades. Level 4 heroes. Mountain King level 3 as well. Super tanky. The Pit Lord. Can he carry this? He got the claws plus 6, okay. But look at him. Basically melt. Of course the coil and the frost armor is helping. The Howl of Terror is really good, but can just be dispelled. Priests are soon to be on a depth. We have walkers as well. There's a lot of dispel in this army. And the coils can pretty much only be used to save this Pit Lord, who is standing there in the front row and is doing a good job, but you only have a limited amount of coils, and not if you're getting nuked. Where was this damage coming from? It wasn't the Blade Master. Mountain King, maybe. Throwing the hammer. He did not see that coming, so yep, all that damage to the Pit Lord was soaking up, will now be evenly distributed to this army, which continues to fall apart, like especially Chimiko. Poor fella. That doesn't give you a lot of self-esteem for his match against Focus later. After this Blade Master performance here in this game, I would just tap out, give a death win. They just pummel Winners. Pit Lord is back as he needs basically no mana. But what he needs is health, and there is a limited amount. But okay, not too much mana on the Mountain King anymore, so no nuke. But the Blade Master is just simply enough with his plus 12. Invo Potion used. The problem is, yes, the damage to the front line is good, but the problem is the back line. Like all these riflemen, Lich is dead. All these riflemen with 2-2 and the drums, insane damage. 2-0 for LP Club, who still didn't lose a single map in this clan war. Perfect counter strategy against this Pit Lord play. They need so much time, and LP Club was not giving them a single second to unfold. Really good. I like it. Good play, smart play. I feel we won't see this Pit Lord combo too much in the future. So that's the 4-0 for LP Club. We have 2 one-on-ones coming up. From now on, winners need to win every single game. Sock versus Colorful? That sounds likely in a best of 2. Chimiko versus Focus? They need to win. Oh, well, actually Focus can take a map because maps don't count in best of 3s, but yeah, we will figure it out. Next up is Colorful versus Sock. Will LP Club claim the win with one more map right there? Or is it the start of the comeback? We'll see about that when the clan war continues here on Back to Warcraft. Spread the word. Check out the stream and VOD description. Find out ways to support us if you like what we do. See you in a bit. Match number 3 here on day 2 of the Penguin Sky Cup, a $7,000 Clan War tournament from Asia. It is looking horrendously bad for the Korean team winners. We've had 2 matches thus far, and you can hear the chains. It's about to start right there. Romantic 2-0'd who? The 2-2 team 2-0'd Chimiko and Sock. And now the two top 8 WGL Korean talents, Sok and Chimiko, they have to equalize this. And Sok is starting in his match against Colorful. It is again a best of 2. Every map is 1 point. And winners are not allowed to lose a map. Otherwise, they are the losers here in this game. Wait, it's not Colorful versus Chimiko. Sorry about that. I had that wrong. It's Colorful versus Sok. Chimiko will play later against Focus. So Colorful has the upper hand here. Both really not the greatest matchup against the opposing Rays. Below 50% is always bad. That's for sure. So we'll see. Sok is under pressure. Winners are under pressure. We have 4 winners. Sok on the upper left-hand side of Echo Isles, where this is played, and Colorful in the upper right. For years and years and years, Colorful was one of the most standard players. Never got off the Demon Hunter Keeper train. It didn't really matter. Like what was meta was Colorful was playing. This has changed. On Echo and Terranas, and sometimes even Northern Isles, he follows the path of Lawliot and goes Warden, indicating this with an Ancient, but creeps were already dragged towards this Ancient, so this is an... What happened? There's no footman. Did it die? I see no... Ah, there's a corpse, so there must have been a Peasant Scout. Peasant Scout was drawing the creeps to this Ancient of War, who's down to 50%. And needs to heal first. And get the Archer out. This is already a slow Night Elf play. Good start by Sok, who decides to go for an Archmage first. I feel like Chimiko would have gone for a Mountain King, possibly. But no. Archmage versus Warden. Classic.
A player's forces are under attack.
But alright, maybe a Pendant of Energy can make up for this. Another Footman is coming in, possibly stealing a Shadow Priest here. But it goes to Colorful right away. Not risking anything right there. Shadow Strike. Oh, not denied. You're not allowed to deny anything right here. That would be horrible. He's splitting the damage a lot. Like the Engine of War taking care of these melee units. The Shadow Priest is taking care of the Footman, who still runs away, and the Warden was taking care of the Renegade Wizard. But everything is so slow, and guess what? The Archmage had so much time to walk over Water Elemental summoned on level 1, and Warden got this. Claws +9, okay, some decent right clicks. We know Warden can do that nicely. But it's not level 2. The Geomancer is still up for grabs, and Sok is not throwing some Footmen into the arms, into the claws of the Warden. So, stuck on level 2. No stat boost. No additional mana. This could have gotten worse.
A player's forces are under attack.
But it's definitely far from ideal. Shadow Strike again. The problem is now no mana regen on this Archmage. Could... Okay, and is creeping this green one for the level 2. But the Warden is also pretty hurt. Is it time for the boots already? Yep, 7 PM. But most likely both will get boots. Oh, yesterday. This...
Players' forces are under
This
attack.
Cash getting stuck at the shop. It was hilarious. With Todd casting with us, of course. So, level 2 Archmage. Tech at 1/3. Slightly faster than the Night Elf. I wonder how long he will play the Warden solo, because it feels... Whoa! Feels like he needs a little time with a solo Warden with bonus experience to get her up to level 3. Because she's crippled for sure. Got 2 additional mercs. Got a lot of Dispel now, which might be necessary. As Sok is looking for yet another opening.
Players' forces are under attack.
Hunter's Hole coming in time. But yeah, he's just stealing this experience from the Warden side of the map. Shadow Strike will result in, I guess, 2 kills. No blink used yet. Also no fan of knives.
A player's forces
Will this
are
tick
under
down? No. One footman survives even. Looking good for Sock. But Colorful stepping it up a little as well. Creeping here at the same time while dealing with this Archmage. Tier 2 almost done. Is it a level 3 Warden already? Okay, gets this. Yeah, level 3.5. So he got that kill. In the meantime, whoa, Sock, your shit is a little late. No Sanctum yet. No Blacksmith ready yet. Going Pally second. For an instant Holy Light against the Shadow Strike focus. Is that production queue a plugin or part of the spectator mode? It is a custom coded Back to Warcraft exclusive feature. Which caused a lot of nerves and time and doleros. But I guess it's worth it. So we don't see an Alchemist for the heal. No area of effect healing. Rather more armor and single target heal. Archmage just stealing this. Has boots in the TP. Warden does this solo. Okay. Cool. I like that. Close to level 4. But with level 4, I feel like it's definitely time for the second hero, whatever it's going to be. Alchemist
A player's forces
would be
are under
good.
attack.
Panda would be good. Well, at this stage, Panda. 12 o'clock is gone. Merkin Expo is gone. Might be too late for a Panda, actually. We still don't have a second spell on this Warden. Still no blink. Okay, that must be level 4 if it's not denied. That is the Dispel on the Water Elemental. Finally, the Shadow Priests are do what they're supposed to do and get rid of the summons.
A player's forces are
Sock is a
under
little
attack.
late with the farm right there. Doesn't have that many resources, needs some upgrades as well, so it might line up nicely. But there's no level 3 Archmage. That's the biggest downside of Sock's entire play here. He was pressuring the Warden a lot. Colorful still found the time and space to creep up nicely, thanks to his 2 screenplay. He's catching the army here. Instantly trying to take out the sorceress, but nope. Holy Light is there. That's what Holy Light is really good for. 2 hurt units, but absolutely no catch.
A player's forces are under
And
attack.
Protector is ready. He's so waiting for this tower push to come. But okay, a lot of stuff is hurt. Warden with the fan of knives now against these workers. It's so great. They're hugging her already. I think she wants to sip up before using the spells, so it doesn't cost too much. Alright, Ivory Tower's up. Ancient Protector ready, but without level 3. Is that the right decision? I think he was banking on the fact that 2 units were pretty low and it could have been the level 3. Engine of War is down, buying time for the Arcane. Does he even have a Lumber Mill? I'm not too sure, actually. He's only going Arcanes. Finally level 3. That took forever. 9 minutes in. And this AP is really annoying. First tower down. 2 bears out. Master training almost done. Actually, I liked Sock's position before this tower push, but
Town is under siege.
Colorful's just getting better. Against all this piercing damage. Oh, that fan of knives was good. He has to cancel the tower again. Oh, I think Colorful is holding this. Double kill on the footman. Paladin hurt. Can't Holy Light himself. No consumable, I thought, on the first hero. He's just taking out unit after unit. Colorful read him like an open book. And yeah, not having level 3 helped the cause, of course. And now we have too many bears. And still
The town is under siege.
too much range attacks with the 2 archers and the 2 mercs for the towers to come up. Like, there is no lumber mill. Can't go guard towers. Even if the towers come up, what does it do? All roared up now. Warden close to 5. Anti-magic used. And he's going so hard for this paladin. He does not want to deal with the holy light no more. And that's level 5. And that's a dead paladin. And that's the GG. And that's the winning point for LP Club. 5-0. Not too impressed by Sock there. Absolutely not impressed by Sock. The Warden was buying a lot of time despite the slow early. And Sock just wasn't prepared for this. Like, for what he wanted to do. No lumber mill, no level 3, not a big army. Colorful was teching in the meantime, got his tier 3, got the first bears out. Master training was lining up so nicely. And yeah, that was 2 hours and the clan war is decided. But of course, we're still hunting for points, as it's all about points here. And winners can still grab some. I mean, Newbie yesterday got 3 points. This is still possible for winners as well. But they really need to win stuff. We will play all the games, so we will have content until the rest of the day here at Back to Warcraft. That's for sure. All right. Let's see if the winners can finally win a map. Because it's about time. Colorful was really, for a long time, since the Keeper got nerfed, was not really impressive, but I feel he's growing into these Warden shoes more and more. And it feels like he is feeling more comfortable playing that way. So that was Echo Isles. That was a clear Warden map. Northern Isles, not too much. It's doable, but it's hard. And only the very best can pull it off. So, I'm curious. Of course, this can spiral completely out of control. If it's a mana potion early, he will bully this Archmage. If it's an Archmage, which it should be. On the other side, no Pally Rifle opening, just the standard. So let's see about that. Northern Isles has 2 big red spots with a Magna Tower here in the corners. 2 doable expansions, which were easier once, got a little harder with the recent patch. An interesting middle with the marketplace and a goblin shop, only 1 each, so invo potions are limited. And 2 laboratories here on the outer skirts. This camp drops a big potion or whatever, consumable. But we go Demon Hunter. No Warden here, rather standard. I feel like for Night Elves there's no standard at the moment. For certain players on Terranas and Echo, there is this Warden standard, but apart from that, it's always a little rolling the dice if it's Demon Hunter or Keeper.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, shout out to Remo, who has to work today. Good fella. So heroes out. Demon Hunter always the classic choice. Not too flashy, but very, very solid. They're good in pretty much every state of the game. Can creep nicely, put in the damage, have a little bit of not really a disable, but kind of a disable with the mana burn. And Sock is taking an interesting approach by creeping the natural right away. This doesn't have to be an expansion, but it can be. Why is the Ancient Protector piercing damage? They are literally throwing fucking rocks. They should do siege damage. Dude, have you been on the beach and was stepping on a stone? That pierces a lot, man. That stings. So, kind of obvious, right? It's like Lego. It's like Lego stones. They pierce you as well. So Demon Hunter comes in for the arrest. I haven't seen Immolation in what feels like 3 patches. But this could be the place right there. And here we go. Everything's burning. But was that the right call? I don't know. He has a long invul potion here. And it feels like this expo is wrecked. Immolation is lasting forever. Continues to hunt these workers. Next one down. Another one down. Oh my god, the simulation is working so flawlessly. I mean, he needs a lot of moon juice to heal up now again. But he has that. Oh, a little, I guess. It's nighttime. It's regenerating. And this expo is so delayed. And again, the Archmage on level 2 only. I didn't expect Colorful to be a player who goes for Immolation, but that's a new Colorful for you. I would have expected this from a Life a couple of months ago, from a Lawlight maybe. From a Colorful? That's crazy. But okay, it did the damage. He is missing mana burn at the moment. But he continues this harass with more kills. It's so nice. He is attacking from the south, and even though Sok wants to save them to the upper right, yeah, there's these archers saying hello. And when they're hurt, they move back to the south, and guess what? There's a Demon Hunter waiting with open arms and burning arms, getting more kills. Yes, the expo is up now, but that took him 5 minutes. Without too much of an investment. Hunter's Hall is coming. Tech is almost done. Wait, Sock's teching? How is he teching?
A town is under siege.
That surprises me. But still.
A player's forces are under attack.
If he finds now a timing to cancel the lures, this can still work for Sock. He needs a bunch of towers, needs to turtle. Ooh, it's gonna be not easy though against the Panda Brewmaster. Double AoE, oh yeah. Hello! Oh my god. That's okay. He doesn't have anything against strong heroes though. There's no disable. It's pure damage. Archmage can summon a lot of water elementals, which is not too interesting yet as it's only archers, but, you know, helps. Militia called again. There's still some mana.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ancient Lego Protector.
A town is under siege.
Good harasses here. There's... Okay, APs are coming. Oh, with the Dryads, it's not gonna be. There's not a single tower up at the expo. And there won't be. There just won't be.
A player's forces are
We have
under
boots
attack.
anywhere? Oh my god, Sock, what are you doing?
town is under siege.
Ring around the Murloc camp. If only he had boots, huh? There's nothing to block here, so I guess the ultimate will go away. But thing is, he doesn't have a shop, right? Ah, he does. Okay. He's turning around. What the hell? Guess it was necessary at some, to some degree. Panda got a little bit of mana. The tower's still not up. Oh my god. Yep, the simulation works out pretty nicely. Panda comes in with... everything is prepared with his Breath of Fire. Whoosh! It's 1,000,000 damage points. I haven't seen Immolation in a while, but maybe we should. Maybe we should. I love how Colorful is finding the timings. Now it's level 3. Does he go Immolation 2? Ah, damn, the mana is running out. Would love to see Evasion 2 or... Oh, it's going for Mana Burn. How lame. Thank you, Gold. Oh, sweet surround by Sock. Actually killing the Panda off. On level 1, though. Thank you, Gold Easel, for the 19-month resub. Naga second. Yeah. No. We do have the Mana Burn. Ah, we have no mana for the Mana Burn, right? But it's okay. We do. Mana Burn kill on that Naga. Wow, did she have an impact on this game. Blacksmith only now. There's no Sim City. There's no towers. Of course, Sock wants to represent his clan nicely and is trying a lot. But I guess Colorful is technically tier 3 already. You see? Yeah, 60% done. Of course. And then there's Bears. And against Bears, he has nothing. It's not even close. Like... Can we finally get a tower up, please? Nope! We don't like buildings in our neighborhood. No, they're killing the view. All these soldiers make a lot of noise at the weekends, partying all the time. We don't like that. And if only this would be Immolation 2. Did this expo even pay dividends yet? I highly doubt that. Colorful is having so much fun. Here's a potion. Mass Militia, of course, but the potion was nice. But everything's just burning. And soon there's... Ah, there is Reach already. Hello. Yep, rub it in. 2-0 for Colorful. Ah, this is a disaster for winners. With Immolation first, he's throwing him so far back that there's no... He was in control in every single second of this game. And for me, this was the one game where winners were the favorites. This was the one game where they were the favorites. And now Chimiko has to play Focus next. Will we get a wipe? It's a best of 3. It's 6-0 for LP Club. And maybe they are the favorites in this tournament after this. We will discuss the current standings after a little break. Feel free to check out the stream descriptions, links to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, to a donation page, to the Prime sub page, etc., etc. We will be right back for Chimiko versus Focus. Match number 4, the last one of today's Penguin Sky Cup. It's looking really, really, really rough, man. 0-6 for winners. And now, it's discussable who's the star player of LP Club. They have a very solid roster, I think. It's either Romantic or Focus. Romantic did its job. He won that game 2-0 against Who without too much of a problem. And Focus could clean this now 8-0. And since this is all about points, This would be an amazing start for LP Club. Newbie was the favorite going into this tournament. Everyone expected them to crush everyone else, but they were defeated yesterday by Lucky Future. And so this could be a very, very interesting result. If LF is showing up in good shape, if LP is showing up in good shape, and of course we know that Newbie can beat everyone at any time. But alright, we see a Farseer first. This is pretty damn cool. On the other side, it's an Archmage, Chimiko, not adjusting, not going for a Mountain King. But wow, look at the difference. Sock, oh no, Romantic was skipping the Scout Tower for such a long time in his games. And Chimiko goes for that immediately, right after the first Footman. So he's scared of what Focus is capable of doing with his Farseer. Of course we will get the Wolves. And the Harass. And maybe even a Wyvern play. But alright, Archmage out. No upgrade yet. Doesn't have the gold for it. Militia creep starts, and Footman, of course, scouting it. We'll see the Farseer, who is not wasting time with any creeps. No. We want a direct head-to-head battle right away. Maybe Focus feels a little tired, wants to go to sleep early, and he can definitely accomplish that by an early rest. This is a best of 3. The winner of this best of 3 takes 2 points. It doesn't matter if you win only one map. It doesn't change the score. Oh, I like that movement by Focus. He got so much covered. Wolves scout this entrance and go for the base. Farseer scouts the left-hand side and disrupts the creeping, keeping this Archmage on level 1. Yeah, there's the rest. Arcane Tower is at 75% though. That's pretty good. But still, it's disruptive and it's annoying. And it takes time off the clock for Focus, who is definitely teching. There you see it, 30% already. Second burrow, shop is coming up as well. And he's just chasing this Archmage across the map, not giving him 1 second to breathe. And there's no tech. Like, this tech advantage already, half a tech. And just constant hits. And if you're really successful in the early, you force a human shop early on. Because you want to delay that. You want that later at tier 2. Which is starting now. But this Archmage is already at 30%. What does he want to do with that? Focus is having a field trip at the left-hand side of the map. Could even creep now, I guess, with Wolves. Archmage got boots. To just run away from the normal damage of the Wolves, who are again disruptive in the main. But okay, no kills yet, so Chimiko has a... I don't want to say a good early game, because it's definitely not. But not a real bad early game. There's 0 experience on the Farseer. That's what he accomplished. And that's really good. Wolves still chasing, but now he can run away from it. Farseer doesn't have the boots, so all of a sudden the game is pretty much turned on its head, because the Farseer can chase now. He can bully the Farseer around, maybe even force him to a TP or let him die. No, TP it is. Doesn't want to give the extra experience to this Archmage. It's always a little debate. Shall we let a level 1 hero die or not? If your primary goal is to keep him at level 1 or away from level 3, then I think the TP is definitely worth it.
A player's forces are under attack.
The grunts though. Focus. I really like it. Just clicking away on this Archmage, but he can't prevent level 3. Got the illusions now for a little bit more scouting. Don't think Chimiko is losing anything here. Oh, this grunt movement is real good. But not good enough. Focus healed up though. Still 0 experience. Okay. What will he do with his tech though? Blacksmith coming, rifles coming, base is pretty much sealed. On the other side,
A player's
Beastery,
forces are under
Totem,
attack.
TC. No Shaman, no Wyvern as it seems. Everything is healing up, but Focus is storming the backline of this base to get rid of that Scroll of Regeneration. Losing a bit on this grunt, but he can easily heal him up, so that's no problem at all. This Archmage is a problem, though. Mountain King second, of course the carry in these games recently. But TC can become that as well, especially on big maps like Last Refuge, where we have so much experience, so many good items. I'm quite surprised that we don't see a Wyvern from Focus. On LR, the base-to-base distance is pretty big, but definitely doable. Ooh, using a stun to steal this away, and it works like a charm. Greater mana. Of course, the perfect outcome for this. Can use another stun to lock this down. Oh, what a surround by Chimiko! Where did that come from? Out of nowhere, trying to counter-bully this Archmage, but that's the first hero kill for the Korean right there. Or for the human, rather, as they both are Korean. And this was the first. It's another surround! Oh no! And there's no TP anymore! No staff! He doesn't even need the Stormbolt! And there's another Grunt dead! It's another Grunt dead! The Walker is coming in for Spirit Link, but he's still chasing. He can throw another bolt. He's super fast. Hammer to the head, or rather the axe to the head. And a long-range Stormbolt. Oh, wow. Yes, deny, but man, heavy losses for Focus. And that's not how you want your early tier 2 to be. Absolutely not. You want to continue the pressure. With Wyvern, with Ensnare, with Stomp. You have so many tools to your hand to get a good start into the mid-game. But Chimiko, the Lord of the Rings as it seems here. Oh god, he's cleaning house here. Brutal! Nothing but brutal. TC got quite a bit of experience as well. Nice deny. For all these kills, I feel like the Archmage is still underleveled for some reason. And the TC got a lot of experience somehow.
Player's forces are under attack.
Sork's coming. It's double Sanctum, actually. Alright. Next fight, and feels like Focus is coming back into this with this early tier 2 force. Taking out the priest, militia coming now. There's no mana anymore on Chimiko. Feels like he's not feeling too threatened by this Orc army, but maybe he should. But alright, turns out good. Still no level 3. That's like... that's dooming the humans today. The lack of level 3. It's incredible how many races figured out that humans are heavily dependent on the level 3s. But alright, Breaker's in, Sorcerer's in. That was a... oh, damn. I, once again, don't really know who got it. But I think it was Focus. TC with still another big mana, or still holding on to the big mana until he got level 3. Archmage is so close to it now. One more kill is the big level up. But Focus is going for the chase. He has still a bunch of stomps. Misses the Archmage by a mile, but maybe just wants to get out. He's behind enemy lines now pretty much. Everything is feedback, so there's no mana anymore. Raiders cleaning up the casters line, who are a bit out of position. Nice back and forth. This entire mid-game is a tug of war, and Chimiko with the level 3 now. And the level 2.6.
Player's forces are under attack.
What does Focus have in store? We're going Wyvern. He's still level 1 fast here, man. There's pretty much no progress. And yeah, without the riflemen, Wyvern are a more than valid addition to the army. Especially if you work with ensnares and get this super high damage on the castle. It's not the biggest lack of damage then, it's not the biggest experience you get, but it's so much support that is lacking. Good focus fire on the raider, but yeah, that's what you do. Like, ensnare the casters, focus fire them with whatever range you have, and take them out. They can't heal, can't dispel, can't slow. And this just continues. I mean, without mana, okay, you still have the bigger mana here. Mountain King kind of surrounded. What a mid-game with all these surrounds that was. And that's the TP out. Right in front of his base. That's never what you want. Chimiko, this game is slipping through your fingers because you were not going for the rifles.
A player's forces are under attack.
I like this item actually. Since we see so much focus on Mountain Kings in games, everything that makes them a little more survivable is really great for humans, I feel. So, same goes for the TC on the other side though. Is he saving this greater mana for level 5? I like the breakers because the TC it's not rendered useless, but it's making it so much harder to play the TC. Maybe he's overshooting a little on breakers already? Because he has no firepower. Oh, this clap. Oh, this clap. Okay, that's where the firepower is coming from. First raider down. Second raider about to die in a second. Is there still enough anti-air? Focus has the Zeppelin in here to save some units, doing it really nicely. Oh, but the clap welcoming this raider with open arms, and it's again a massacre. It's so sick. What this clap is able to do. Got the items as well. The entire AoE is landing on the buffer units, on the peasants, and you can easily heal against that. TC in the middle of everything, getting burned and burned and burned and burned, and will most likely die. Can't get in with the Zeppelin anymore, so the TC dies for the second time, but okay, he had the Ankh, doesn't really matter. It happened, ladies and gentlemen. Winners finally took a map. And that was solely due to the high presence of mind of Chimiko at the early stage of tier 2. Surround, surround, surround. It was close. I thought focus is coming back. But no. It didn't. He kept his cool. He was not calm as a cucumber, but focused enough to pull the right moves. And in the end, the breaker decision was good. It wasn't too much. He saw the TC. Like, I think he decided on that before, right? To not go rifleman. So yeah, that was a pretty smart choice by Chimiko. And taking a map up of focus is pretty impressive, I gotta say. I know that Chimiko is pretty good in that matchup, like every human is nowadays. What's his stats actually against him? Huh. Focus won the last encounter. There was only a best of 1 though. The second last went to Chimiko. It's pretty much 50-50 between them this year. Didn't expect that. Alright. Chat is, of course, heavily in favor of Focus, as we keep on praising him throughout the past couple of weeks. I think it's a month already. Alright. 1-0 lead for Chimiko. This doesn't necessarily mean that they get points here as well. He needs to win 2 maps in these best of 3s. It's not W3IL, what we will see later, where every map win is essentially a point. 1,600 viewers, pretty cool for this good weather. And TI. I woke up at 6 to watch TI today, and we have a long day ahead of us, guys, so hopefully I'm not tiring out later, but I don't think so. Could be the last map of Penguin Sky Cup today. Of course we have W3IL later with the champions Oceanus versus Team Bulgaria. So, Archmage first again on Northern Isles. We have a Farseer once more. This is the standard, and this is becoming the standard opening for Focus, like, in this matchup especially. And since I saw that in chat, that the production tool is not displaying upgrades and tech at the moment, that is correct. That is on the list and will be added as soon as possible. Like, that shouldn't take too much time. The infrastructure is already there, just needs to be implemented. That's about it. It will come at some point, and then it's gonna be good. So, Archmage Farseer. Kind of the first question is, will Focus rush over immediately, or will he make a pit stop at the Murlocs? Hoping for a lightning shield, possibly. Chimiko is scouting this. He asked himself the same question, I guess. It's not too easy to creep this with all the melee, but Focus found a way. So, lightning shield it is! Oh no! And now there's just one direction. To the human base. Summon wolves, apply lightning shield, and watch them getting zapped. But okay. He's trying to get some additional experience with the Water Elemental, which is not about to expire. Who's gonna get the last hit? It's not the Farseer though. Archmage arrives on level 2 for the aura. This helps. Chimiko getting that last hit as well. Third one? Not yet. Wolves are chasing the Archmage. Come on, he really wants this bad. He's not getting it. Feels like this is not the very best focus of recent weeks today. Like, getting surrounded 3 times is... in the first map. It's a sign of that. Tier 2 on the way. Of course, here the tech a lot faster. Do we have a lumber mill? Nope. Blacksmith now, so we will see Rifleman against this.
Are under attack.
Archmage went for boots, who will be passed to the Mountain King. Poor Mountain King, right? He always has to wear off the things of his older friend. Never getting his own boots. Always has to, like, second hand. Greater mana. Seriously. We're laughing about this for weeks, but I feel like we see a lot more mana items. Since 1.31, did they rig the drop table? I start to feel like that. So, one Beastery PC. Can we follow it up with a Lodge? Or a second Beastery? Or even the Lodge? Again, mana item. You see? He's just playing one tier 2 building. Is he expanding with this without Shaman? Grunt kill in the mid game. Nice. Stomp could have been the TP right there. Not fast enough with that disable. Grunt for Footman. Good trade for focus for sure. Got the level 3. Gets the rifles out. Gets the Sanctum. And okay, focus now going Totem. I think being contested by this Archmage here killed the expansion already. Oh, Alchemist. Huh. Is he expecting Shaman? Or is he expecting high level Orc heroes? Because it's definitely not looking like this. Greater healing. Okay. It's not shut down. He's still trying to expand. With his level 2 water elementals and the sustain provided by the Alchemist, I'm not quite sure if he can hit that up. Oh, what did he find? Wound braces? I didn't see it. And the first raider. Not sure if Ensnare is ready, but I do think so. Speech Claw coming in. Stomp on both heroes. Well done. Also the Rifleman. He's taking out the damage first. Ensnare is flying. That's a double kill on the damage dealers. Really nice. Getting one hero right there, but there's no heal spray at all. And good engagement for focus for sure. Getting level 3 with this. And Chimiko is trying to dodge that fight, but still needs to do something against this Expo. Water Elemental has like half duration. This should be enough. Yeah, and he cancels it. So this is a TP for pretty sure. Oh, it's a counterattack. Wolf's level 2, by the way, on this level 3 Archmage. Now it's a TP. Has to react to this. Otherwise he's losing too much infrastructure. Wow, the heal spray for a priest. It's expanding again. Radar, Walker, nothing else. Of course you can force this game to be a little longer with being not aggressive at all to get these high levels, and I think facing an Alchemist that can be the right move, but he still needs heal scrolls. That's always a little gamble. Oh, it was 2 grunts 3 minutes ago. Sorry about that. One of the wind on this TC. Good disable. Like a second disable. Always nice to have. A third disable actually with the Ensnare. Playing with the Chain Lightning, but no. Level 4 AM. No transition, just rifle casters.
The town is under siege.
He sees the expansion again, and he will shut it down again. So easy for Chimiko. This is why I don't really like this orc play too much with the Expo. Seems like we have a new engagement. Chimiko with the back to the shop, taking out the water elemental. Was that a misclick? Might be. TC is kind of low, but he has the big potion, so he can definitely do that. He can... Oh, there's no TP. There's no TP on Chimiko's side. Oh boy, that stun was kind of weird. That's what the one of the wind is nice for as well. Canceling the healing. Another priest dead, decapitated by the big axe. But Chimiko's coming back into this. Oh, is he? There is a nuke and there's a kill. The stun on level 3, man, is such a monster. But will the Fastia fall? He has a TP. He's not that threatened by it. And he got the level up. Chain Lightning wrecking the workers again, trying to heal everything. But Chimiko is down to 30 supply. And he's still facing this huge TC. GG! We go full distance in game number 4. It still could be a clean wipe for LP. They could still go 8-0 if Focus wins the next map. Whew. I feel... What do I feel? I didn't think that Focus would lose this. Win this. Good TC. Fast leveling. Like, not using the lightning shield to hurt the opponent's echo, but to use it for creeping. That was good. The consumables were really good. Well used Wand of the Wind. Well used mana potion. Even with the expo cancelled twice, didn't feel like Chimiko was ready. Like, this Alchemist, absolutely underwhelming. I feel he's really good when everything is high level. But that wasn't the case, and then Focus dominated the early mid game. And with that, won the game. We're one sub short from being at 800 again. Oh, and we got our last game of the Penguin Sky Cup. Is it an 8-0? Or will Chimiko save the honor, or at least a little bit of that, of what's left, for winners? At least they got a map, right? That's how we can put it. So 1-1, Echo Isles it is. Focus on the upper left-hand side. Chimiko in the upper right-hand side. Is he going for Mountain King first? Finally. Is it gonna be a Farseer here as well? We have seen it by Who. That worked not too great, I think, if I remember that correctly. Blade Master can stack up like crazy. But we'll see. And again, if you have feedback on the production tab, then let us know in Discord, discord.backtowwarcraft.com. There's a feedback channel. We read everything and try to implement everything that's been written there. Would be a nice to have situation. Farseer is the hero in this matchup for Focus. If he's not going Farseer here and on LR, he's going Farseer nowhere. A Paladin first? The fuck? What the fuck? What does this do? Creeping is ultra slow. There's single target healing at first. I mean, in the later stages, Devotion Aura is gonna be great. But don't you play this with rifles? Who plays this with footmen? Can add some mercs, maybe?
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, he's going Merc Camp into Expo, maybe? I mean, he wants the Shadow Priest, it's pretty obvious. Close of attack. Nah, not for this hero. Okay, he can dispel a wolf and then get experience. He's sending the herd peasants back. And Focus is just waiting for this. Going for the tower. Can be repaired. Is repaired. But this is forcing some resources already. Now the tower is up. And the workers are here. But there's also the spell. Some damage already done this fast. So where did he get so low? This worked better than expected.
A player's forces are
No
under
losses.
attack.
Oh, they're fighting for this berserker. Who's gonna get it? Got the faster fingers. Well, if Focus hires him, he's dead immediately. So we do have some firepower. Chimiko makes up for the lacking water elementals with Mercs, which is pretty much only doable here. And now it's an expansion. But tech is at 70%. Oh, Farseer finds himself in a surround. And again a TP. Is he out of range? That was kind of close though. For now, that's a pretty safe expansion. Still no lumber mill.
Player's forces are under
So no guard towers in the foreseeable future. Tech is done here, and then what? It felt like it's set in stone to go Radar Walker TC. But here, Wyvern would be insanely good. Like there's no rifleman on the horizon. There's no water elemental. Even the hero can shoot up. It doesn't feel like a counter expansion to me. It's a TC. And again, one beastery. So maybe it is. Saving some units. Oh, they're contesting the shop.
a player's forces
Level
are
3
under
Paladin will,
attack.
of course, save some stuff. Especially the Berserker. It's so good that he parks the Priest here for the instant dispel. And now he bought the time for the tower. He has one already in the main. He's scouting it out. Like, what's happening in the main? We see a War Mill early. Uh-huh. Troll Berserker is killing his own brother. Oh, that steal! Sweet! So close to level 3 now. Can't prevent that. That would have been the dream for Focus. TC is coming. He's really going Raiders immediately. That's a safe expo. One of the safest expos I've seen in a while. Now Lumbermill. Of course this goes heavy on the tech. Like this tech is done for quite some time. And this tech hasn't even started. Okay, now it has started. Cast a curse. Of course we have plus 3.5. Wait. It's Devotion Aura 2. I just see it now. I am not using the same overlay as you guys see. I didn't recognize this. Devotion Aura 2. That's a lot of sustain. And he feels like he's gonna get level 4 anyway. Chain Lightning again. Nope. And again the big mana. You see? It just keeps on happening. There's not enough damage to kill anything here. He can spam Holy Light. There's so much mana. He's TPing out though. Oh, okay. With Chain Wave. No Stomp this time. On Echo, maybe double rags with Demolishers. He's gonna siege that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pretty much an all-in.
The town is under siege. forces are under attack.
Going double rifles, double Rex rifles. That's a smart choice. But a good amount of kills, man. This double rifle transition was super fast thanks to the power build, cost a lot of resources. But Focus is preparing for this push. Shop is coming. First 2 demolishers out. Third one coming even. Plus a Kodo. He just wants to brute force this down. There's no second hero for Chimiko yet. Is he going for anything? Not really, no. I don't think that Chimiko knows. He had a footman scouting for a long time. I'm not sure if he saw that coming. There's no water elementals. There's no clap for the front row. Water elementals, of course, would be the dream to kill this demolisher. Level 4 paladin. Now level 2 holy light. But oh! He's just killing the blacksmith like this. And then there's no rifles, no upgrades, no repair at all, which is also a little confusing. And now it's time to catch reinforcements. Smart play by Focus. Opens up the demolishers though, of course, but he's close. He can go there. Problem is, demolishers don't do damage against these units. Like, of course they do damage, but it's totally neglectable. +9 coming in now with the Kodo. And that's brutal. Needs repair soon. Militia coming in. Holy Light saves a bunch. And that's soon to be 3 kills. 2 kills. 3 kills. He goes in with the Raider again. Kind of okay. Militia time is over. Not too many mercs. Still only these 2. But okay, he's finding the connection now. Raider. Oh, it would be so nice to just pick him up. Takes forever. Whoa, that was the last second Holy Light. And he gets the Raider. He's dancing nicely against the catapult. Holy Light spam, Holy Light spam. He still has so much of this. And okay, can't save this anymore. Blood Mage coming in. Siphon against the TC, but Focus anticipating that and moving away immediately. But he lost the shop. It's hard to heal now. So he needs to reproduce. And still no rifles possible. He has no Sanctum. Can't go for casters. He can, of course, go to the mercenary camp. And that's exactly what he's doing with the Shadow Priest and the Berserker. But in the long run, he kind of needs to power build a lot to get back into this. 3 mercs. Oh, that Blood Mage. He does not like that position, but he gets the blessing from the Paladin to survive. Kodo wants to eat. Oh, okay. Got that rifle. Limited numbers of rifles here. It's still a lot. It can be decimated. But with this army, really? He's lacking the levels. Chainwave, not on level 2 yet. Not at all. Falls. All the damage boost is gone and the Raiders are falling. This is looking good for Chimiko, but we do get the level 3. Here's the shockwave. No follow-up as there is no mana on this Farseer. Everything is kind of hurt, and that's the downside of this Paladin. Single target healing. Single blacksmith. Oh, the shockwaves are really good, but it's not enough. Needs the chain lightning. It's a pure anti-building army at the moment. Would love to see the clarities right now though. Level 5 paladin. Is it level 3 aura? Yep! 5 armor, but he's killing the blacksmith again. Again, no upgrades. He has 0. Oh, actually. Holds. Did he queue like 20 riflemen now? Still with an expo. Ah, the tower they didn't even see. Okay, 1 shockwave. There must be another one, but he has to take care of the health soon. Forces some distraction out of Chimiko. Next shockwave. Damn, is he losing too much here soon? I like the footman. Harassing the catapult, so at least he's forcing a reposition. That's what he's doing. Chimiko fighting back. The brute force demo play wasn't the key. For now. He caught all of it? with that shockwave. How is that possible? But okay, he sees this army composition doesn't work anymore. It wasn't all in. And with that, LP Club is losing his first match. It is 6-2 in points. Still a major win for LP Club, who take the lead in this tournament with the 6 points they had. Yesterday we saw LF, Lucky Future, with 5 points. Newbie with 3 points. And now at the bottom of the table is Winners with a 2-6 score. Their next opponent, it's not gonna be easier, guys. It's definitely not gonna be easier. It's gonna be Newbie. Yeah. Kind of an uphill battle. They have to face Lin, Laliat, and 120. Maybe... Well, they do have some time. The next Playday is September 4. Next week we have WGL throughout the entire week. And the first Wednesday in September and the first Thursday, I think, we'll see the Clan Wars. Newbie versus Winners and Newbie versus LP Club. That's the match that I'm looking forward to the most. And that very match I can't cast, but gotta give it to Remo because of work. But yeah, we saw cool games, especially yesterday. Today was all pretty one-sided, I think. But yeah, Winners have to step it up. Who is really, let's put it nicely, a dark horse? Sok and Chimiko have to do the heavy lifting, but they're up against the guys like Romantic and Focus, Lin and Lawlight and 120, Happy. Gonna be a rough tournament for Winners, that's for sure. Good start for LP. Maybe they can challenge Newbie and Lucky Future. Would love to see Happy versus Focus once again in this clan. Like, this is such an evergreen. They know each other so well, so I would love to see that. That's it for now. We have 1 hour to kill before W3IL starts. I will just get some food and rest a little. So yeah, if you like what you see here, the Asian Clan Wars, feel free to support this channel. We're gonna bring you Asian Warcraft whenever it's happening. Next week, every single week. So if you want to stay up to date when the casts are happening, it's gonna be up on backtowarcraft.com. It is already, actually. Or follow us on our socials. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram is all we have. Of course, we are at Discord as well. All the links in the stream description, and there you can find ways to support us as well financially with a link to subscribe. There's also a link right there, here. And of course, we have a donation page via Streamlabs where you can donate via PayPal, credit card, or cryptocurrency. You can buy our merchandise at shop.backtowarcraft.com and use the Amazon referral links. That's quite some ways. So feel free to tip us, to drop us $1 or $2 if you have it. Yeah, that's it for Penguin Sky Cup for today.